Hello everyone, and welcome to Slow Stitching Sunday with Rita. And I didn't get a lot done this week, but I thought I would just go ahead and sew what I can do or work out what I want to put on these panels that I'm making. So I don't have them all here because it's too many things on my desk, but I had the ladies here in this corner, and I decided that I didn't think I liked them. Because of the other vintage photo was more or less in the 40s and 50s, and those ladies just went way too far back. So I'm thinking maybe photographs are not, you know, something I want to use, or if they're photographs of something like the beach or something. So anyway, I was just watching Corrine, I think it was yesterday or this morning's video that I saw, and she had made these flowers out of fabric, which I have done before. I had a quilt pattern that had these, they called them, I want to say cabbage roses or something. And so what they did was they cut out, there was a pattern. I don't have it, so I'm making my own. And that's what Corrine did. Corinne. I got to, somebody called her by a different name, and now I can't remember if I'm saying it right. But she knows, and you know who she is. So I cut out this one being the biggest one, and now I'm just going to, and I hope I have a pin. Try to think of everything, and I still can't get it right. I don't work at this desk that often, so it's all right. Let me just go. Actually, you know what? I think what I'll do, I don't want to put that, I don't like those pins. I think what I'll do is just cut around this one. Now I put this paper on a fold, so I would get the shape pretty even on both sides. And if it's not, that's okay too. All right. I'm all shaky right now. I don't know why. I'm trying to hurry, I guess, because, well, that didn't come out very good. Let's just curve it a little bit. Because, like I said, it doesn't really matter. All right, let's do another one. I brought this out. I had this little paper flower, and I thought I could use that for a template, but nah, I'll just kind of do my own thing. I was kind of hoping that would come out like that. Well, I just need to make it smaller than this. A little bit smaller. I'll just kind of try to reshape it as. Okay, I wasted 3 sheets of paper that way. That's okay. All right, so there's a piece, and then there's another piece, and I think I will go around that, just rounding off a little bit. And it'll look much better once I get it cut out in fabric. Okay, so let's see. This I thought would fit right in here with the flower. So let me see. Okay, move this out of the way because this one here, I've been stitching on it. I've done some, I don't know what those are, just diamond shapes, and then here I did some, and here, and I'm gonna add this little bird on here. And then I have this fabric, and this is the only piece of this I have that really melds really well with this. And then I have these old vintage buttons, and then I'm gonna put other buttons around in other spots. But and today I wanted to do something. I wanted to find some bigger flowers because I don't have any in my stash that to cut out anymore. I've cut almost everything of my fabrics that are big and nothing else goes with it. So I thought, well, I'm going to run up to my little shop. It's a little consignment shop. And I found these pillowcases, but I didn't realize, I thought they were all one piece or one design across, but they're actually in stripes. But I think, I don't, it's not going to go with this, but I think I can get some nice flowers out of that and a nice border if I wanted to do something that was a border. And these are just pillowcases. I think they were still packaged. I think they were like Waverly or something. And then I got this little handkerchief for $2. I just like this little corner. I just think they're so cute. And then I got this linen towel. It's made in Ireland, and this was only $2. So I thought that was a nice deal. Even just the extra linen to use for backgrounds. And it won't go on this either. But, you know, just have to wait until it does. And then I got this little red one with these little red flowers that have been appliqued on. And these look like they might have been done by hand. Appliqued on. I think so. Because it's hard to find these by hand. They're usually like, the ones I find are machine sewn. But those are cute. I don't know, they remind me of hearts, but I don't know that they're supposed to be hearts. I think those are like petals. And then I got this piece here, which was 3 yards, and this was $18. So 3 yards of a nice floral like this is worth $5 a yard at least. And so I think I got a good deal on that. Doesn't match what I need. And then I found this. Also, Corinne was using some panels out of like a tablecloth somebody did, and I thought I would love to do that. I never ever made one, and now they're kind of expensive. Like at I don't know about online, but like Walmart used to carry the tablecloths or the bedspreads, I think, the blocks, and they got up there pretty high. And I have a friend in my quilting group, my sewing group, that is doing one that her mother started, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to take this and do it as I sew along and talk with everybody else, because I can never pay attention anyway to, you know, anything that's difficult. Okay, so let's see what I can do here. I have this fabric that I know will work with this, just so you can see. And so I thought most of this is going to be covered up from the next size. So if let's cut one out like this with this more of a solid color in the back. Oh yeah, those are my good scissors. Why are acting like they're not good? They are. Okay. It'll take me too long to cut. It doesn't have to be perfect. And it's okay if they're straggly. I'm not going to sew them flat down. Like Corinne said, that they give a little texture. And the ones that you make that goes on a quilt, they're not sewn down either. They're sewn down, but there's a raw edge, and so they get all fluffy when you put them in the laundry. This is the part where the ladies were sitting on, but I think I'm going to leave that. Okay, so let's see what else. I can find something at the same. All right, so that one is done. Maybe I'm thinking I might be able to use this for the center. This little bit of a rusty yellow color. I don't want to add blue. Haven't added any blue anywhere, so yeah, I don't want to add blue. All right, so maybe, well, that's blue. How about trying to see if I can. I just don't want to waste it, you know. Fabric. Especially fussy cut. She didn't have anything. The lady that sells linens at the store, the consignment shop, she didn't have hardly. I didn't see anything really new. I think maybe she's just selling what she has, and you know, when the market's gone, the market's gone. When you can't find anything anymore, there's no way to get it unless you're paying premium price. Well, you can't sell it and make money on it. In fact, all of her prices were much higher than they used to be. All right, so that's going to be in the center. So I wanted maybe this one part. Maybe I'll get some of this green. I think this is supposed to have like more shape, like 5 swirly things, but oh well. This is hard to cut. It's an upholstery fabric. Scissors are acting like they don't want to cut it. Okay. It's Saturday here for me, and I need to get on the ball because tomorrow's Sunday. I didn't realize that. I don't know. One day it's Monday, and the next thing, the thing I know is it's Friday afternoon or Saturday morning or something. But all right, so this one is going to go on that side, and we'll just kind of do it that way. I think that'll look okay. So I'm trying to think, do I want to sew this, just do a running stitch around here to tack it down, but leave them kind of frayed? And do I want to put some kind of a leaf or something going to the outside of them? Yeah, let me see. Just see if I can find a. Now, I think I'll cut this out. Do I have my little scissors? I thought I brought them. Well, don't see them. My little tiny applique scissor things. I don't know. All right, I think I'm going to cut. Let me go around this flower here. As if I was going to cut this out, pre-cut it out. Okay, then I kind of, well, let's go around that. I might use this down on another panel somewhere. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it out there. And I think I'm gonna get these leaves. They are kind of a weird color. I mean, they're pink and burgundy and gold and a light gold. I wish I had my little scissors. I don't know what I did with them. A little easier to maneuver than these. I was going to try to find those templates. I thought maybe I might still have the quilt pattern because I did love that so much for baby quilts and stuff. All right, so is that too giant? I don't know. Or if I cut this one out, have those two coming down. Here, let me just place this underneath. Probably don't need to have that if I do that. I think 2 leaves coming down would be fine. But 3 kind of looks sort of cool there. Okay. So I think I'm going to leave those 3. Who knows what I'm going to, you know, I plan on hanging this up in my living room, but I might not. I may hang it up in my little craft room where I make journals. I have a little sitting area in there, and it has some walls. I could probably put it in that. Okay, so I think I'm going to sew these on. I'll move that up so I can get to it. Or maybe I should just take those off. And then sew around this. So, do I want to use like a burgundy? I wished I had this color, but I just don't have it. Every color but maybe this one was, no, that one's not even close. So I've been using on the other ones like a contrast. That way it looks like it was supposed to be that way. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I don't have a green. That's not avocado enough. I hope I could get away with this one, because that one kind of goes with that. That green is too minty. All right, I think I'm gonna use this greenish, I don't know what to call it. It's our Wonderfill 126. Just quickly seeing if there's another green. 1 those. That one, it's variegated. No, maybe not. All right. And these are two other panels that I'm going to just stitch. And I don't know if I'm going to put something on them or not, but I just want to stitch around. You know, I might put a butterfly or something. I hope I'm in camera because last time I wasn't in camera. I might find another butterfly to put on there. And then I have this little sewing charm thing that I've had for, somebody gave me a long time ago. And I thought maybe I would put that on somewhere and let it dangle. Okay, let's see what needle I have. Slow stitch. Just don't know what I'd do with that darn. Oh, here's another. That was another flower that I was thinking of using. Now see, that doesn't quite flow with that one. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I kind of like this one here. That's kind of cool. You can make your own flower. You know, you could add in, well, I think Corrine added in the center, like, or behind it, some lace or something. I was trying to stitch and watch her at the same time. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a running stitch. And around the, oh, you know what, I don't want to do it that, I want to, hold on, I'm just going to pretend I didn't do that. I want to go in a little bit, like maybe leave 1/4 of an inch around the outside edge. Okay, hopefully I'm in camera, but I'm just doing a running stitch. Probably should take this off. It would be easier to stitch without that on there. I'm in love with this little thing here. Why am I making my stitches so big? I guess because these leaves feel big. Sometimes it depends on what time of the day I'm doing something, that stitches are bigger than normal. You know, that embroidered pieces of lace and stuff, it sure is hard to stitch through. Like right now I'm stitching through that pink there. You wouldn't think it would be that hard. Okay, let's go down in here and then I'll come back up right here. This doesn't even look green, the thread. It looks chartreuse, whatever that color is. I think chartreuse is like green, yellow green. Okay, gotta remember to stay within the 1/4 inch. And this fabric is not really unraveling like I thought it would. Maybe it's a lot tighter weave. And I'll put some buttons on this one too. Don't get too close to the edge. But oh, come on. See, I'm going through that crochet. I don't really want to hide all that crochet, but all that lace trim there. But if you go to the store and you find, I don't know about online. I don't usually buy stuff on lace and that online because it seems too expensive. I do buy from one lady who lives here in Georgia online, but so far I've always gotten such good stuff from her that I trust buying from her. I'm getting too close to the darn edge. But, you know, if you bought one piece of lace and it was, you know, $12 for, you know, several pieces that you're going to put on a project, that adds up. And I know you're not using all of it, but it's like that 3 yards of fabric. Probably use 12 inches of it total. I hope I have a use for it. It would make a pretty lining for any of the bags or something. Which I'm not sure about what to do on the, what do you call it, quilt? Just Because quilt, the Just Because quilt. I mean, I don't know. I kind of don't feel like I want to work on it. I pick it up and I try, and I just thinking about other projects. Okay. So, that's going to cover that. Yeah, I think that looks fine, honestly. All right, so I'm going to pin this down here to this. And these two, take those off. I wonder if I want to put a piece of lace in behind it. I don't know that I do. I'd have to find something wide enough to make it. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it. If I want, maybe I can tuck in a piece or something. All right, I'll set that to the side. And what I do with my needle right there. Why do you drop? I drop my needle like anywhere. Like I know where it's going to be. Okay, so let's get, okay, that's two. Is that the same? Very close. That is It's nothing like those, that's for sure. Oops. I don't even know what thread that was that I used. Keep picking up the same one. Those had 2 of everything in it. I don't think this was the one. No. I think I'm going to use this one for the back. So it's not frayed. I might come in and do some design in there, you know, like little thread painting stuff. All right, let's come up, and I want to stay like a 1/4 of an inch away. And get some a little bit tinier. Oh gosh, come on, don't do that. And I was looking back at, I don't know, my videos, something, and I have been doing these Sunday videos for a year now. I think I started in February of last year. I just can't believe that. I feel like I am brand new at it. But I guess the videos don't lie. I just thought that was weird. I didn't watch Corrine sew hers on. I don't even know if she did on camera, but I didn't see her. I could watch her video like 5 times and still not see everything because I'm always looking at something else. I think I'm going to take this off because it just is... Oh, there's a pen on there. Under there. That wouldn't have been good. Just a little bit more flexible. I don't often take more than 1 stitch at a time because I can't keep them even. I guess if you wanted to, you could actually just leave this with the larger raw edge and just, you know, leave it all loose and then just put buttons or something like that to tack it down, kind of. A little tough to get through. So I was very sorry to hear about Corrine's dad passing. If you watch her, you would know that. But I remember when I lost my dad, it was pretty devastating. I don't know, there's something about your dad. And well, he wasn't young. He was 78 when my dad passed, but he felt like he was young, and that's what I couldn't understand with Corrine's dad, because I know he was having surgeries and things, but he just seemed so healthy. But I guess things can change pretty quick when they do. All right, I think I'll just leave that attached there and bring this over and attach this one down. I might do a lighter pink or something on the small one. And oh, this is a little tough to sew through, 3 layers. Jeez. Might need a sewing machine. Yeah, the stitches are going to be much bigger because I can't make the okay, I don't see my needle puller anywhere. It's just supposed to be right here. No. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of thinking here. I was thinking about the views that I get from my slow stitch, which is not bad. It's not thousands, but it's still not bad. But I don't get comments very often, so I would love to hear from you. Maybe if you're working on the Just Because quilt, or you're doing your own project, or I know it's like if you don't have the device right in front of you, or that's my problem, is I watch videos, but I watch them on TV because I want to stitch, and unless there's something on there that I do want to comment, then I have to get on my iPad and go in and try to comment. And then you think you're going to do that, but you forget. So that's understandable. If I stretch my threads like this too long, I don't care. Sometimes I will cut them and just leave them dangle. They don't really go anywhere, especially with all the stitching on these. Okay, so now this one. I'm just kind of getting an eye for it. I think I like it this way better. Okay, so let's see if I want to use something a little lighter. I'd like to coffee dye it because I just need a deeper shade. Yeah, I think this is a good one. I'm gonna have to find some peach colors or something. And we never find thread at the thrift store here that I've ever, never, I don't think, found. I found sewing thread for a sewing machine, but that's about it. Not this kind of thread. I used to have tons of Valdani thread, and I quit doing punch needle because I used to do punch needle, and my wrist was killing me, so I had to put that down, and I gave most of my Valdani away. I sold some of it, but I sold it for practically nothing, so it was like giving it away. But they were friends, and that was good. I was kind of hoping I didn't have to go through all of the layers. It's not as hard if you do the stab stitch method, which is hard too because you're keeping your distance. I've got really big stitches here. My mom, when she used to do some embroidery, I used to try to keep her busy when she was 90. She would do embroidery on, you know, I like print them out on the fabric, or I would trace them for her on fabric. The stitches were just minute. She wrote the same way too. She wrote little bitty tiny words. And the same with their stitching. It's just funny how some people will do small stitching versus somebody who does, like that doesn't even work, but I'm not going to change it. I rarely take things out unless it's just so obvious that, you know, it would stick out on the project. So this pink doesn't even stick out now. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. I'm glad I did this. I think it's a cool idea. I never thought to do that. I have done, like I did that sunflower where I did the petals, cutting them haphazardly, but not these like cabbage rose, wild roses. I like it. So I'm probably going to put them everywhere. I think the ones that I had that I made the quilt with was 5 layers of fabric. And they went down to like a really tiny little circle. So they were really cute because when you put them in the laundry to wash them, they would frizz up or they would ruffle up really cute. And it looked like you did tons of work when it was actually pretty darn easy to do. Alrighty, that's good enough. Let's see, let's kind of give it a little roughness, a little bit of, we'll probably get more as I handle him. Oh, goodness. I just had my nails done, and the girl, she started doing my nails, and then she was like putting the nail stuff on before taking off the old nails. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm just getting, you know, the dip. And she goes, oh, I thought it was acrylic. Well, your nails are really weak, so I think acrylic is better. And she's already got, you know, one nail almost done. I'm like, okay, whatever. But I can tell they're so much thicker than the dip is. Okay, so let's stick this in my needle case for a minute. And I know this needs stitching down. Some of this is stitched. I didn't stitch this edge because I thought I would leave it open, but there's actually no reason. I guess I could ruffle up these too a little bit. I mean, eventually they'll stop unraveling. Okay, let's see. Let me put this back because I think that makes a huge difference in how it looks. Now, I could put a button here. Let me see. I didn't really want to make it real cutesy, if you know what I mean. But that, I didn't copy dye that one. Oh, now it just takes it away completely. Too big. I was thinking of one of these smaller ones, but I don't think I like that with those. So I need to, this is blue. I need to crochet some more of these flowers. Look at how cute they are. I love those, but they're time consuming. I mean, it takes an all evening for me just to do one flower, but they are so darn cute. Okay, let's look at buttons real quick. That's kind of cool. That one I made, that button with the clay, and I stamped it with a leaf print and then put some ink in there, or watercolor or something. These are this cute little vintage. No. I have a feeling that I'm not going to be able to find anything in here right now that I will like. I just want vintage, and I don't have it. It just makes everything look so new. I wonder if black would be good. Just checking to see if I have any loose black buttons. It's right there. I mean, I have tons of buttons, but that's navy blue. That's cute. That looks too new. Maybe I should put it over to the side a little bit, like right there. Cute sparkles in it. I love the way they used to make buttons. I mean, they might make them now. I don't know. I just never go looking at buttons. I don't like the one with the shank. It makes it too hard to get it to lay down. There's another matching one. All right, well, I'm just going to wait and see if I can find something a little vintager than that one. That one is vintage, but I have to laugh at this lady that I was buying this stuff from. She's not there. She's just got a shop. But she was selling napkins, and it said vintage. I want to say it said vintage napkins, and I have the same napkins that I bought at Walmart. So you have to watch your stuff, don't you? See what you're purchasing. That would be cute, but it's just not the right size. And I think I have another clay one. I have this big leaf. Now, this one is too big. This one doesn't even, oh yeah, it does. I was gonna say it didn't have any holes. All right, well, whoops. I think that's it for now, you guys. I think my next video, have that part done. How much time do I have? Oh, I'm almost out of time. It takes a long time to slow stitch. This is the one the slow stitch for the Just Because, and I've added, I have this little Dresden plate thing going around it, and I did a blanket stitch all the way around that. Now I'm getting ready to do something in here, and stitch down everything else, canter stitch or whatever, which is what I did here, just all across that. And then I quilted it all on the back first before I did all the stitching, just to see how that would work. Every one I do, I've got a different way of doing it. And I thought, if I don't decide to make the quilt, what can I make? Because I don't know if it would make a pouch. I mean, that wouldn't be there, but that would be way too long, and I don't want to cut it off, you know, to make a pouch or something. I could make a tote. Actually, I could put two of these, one on the front and one on the back, and then slow stitch some handles, which would really be a good storage for fabrics. I mean, if I wanted to, you know, instead of all the fabrics showing, I could make fabric bags for fabrics or bags for lace. Right now, I have a lot of it in those plastic bags you get at Amazon, but I don't know. Anyway, I'll think about it. I might change my mind totally and go back to the quilt. I just am afraid they're not going to come out even enough. My sizing is not that great on it. And I think I think my next panel, I'm going to use this, the next section that I decide to make, I'm going to use this fabric, I think, because I think this will look good with it, whatever I decide to do in the background. I mean, on top of it, but I thought this would make a nice background piece. And I guess that's it. I showed this already. And these little guys, just something to break it up. I thought I could, a little butterfly or something. I need to print some more of those. I have some birds printed, but I don't know, they might look cute on there too. All right, guys, thanks for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this little project. And I'm going to add more buttons on here and things like that. I think, if nothing else, I might even just stitch in there and not put a button, but I kind of like a button. And I think the black would look good. And we also have the black in the snippet roll. So that would work with that. Okie doke. So I will see you guys soon. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Bye.